I think we're live. Hello and welcome to Froch on Fighting. I'm Carl Froch. You know I am four-time super middleweight unified champion of the world and International Boxing Hall of Famer. I'm just looking up there and Turkey Al-Sheikh on. I think he's dancing. Is he shadow boxing or dance? I don't know what he's doing. He's playing. He's throwing some punches. He's smiling. Right, I'm on for the ring walk. I made it. We've had some technical issues. Really sorry for that. But Sweet Caroline is about to play. I'm sure. Is that his? Yeah, that's Sweet Caroline. So I'm here. Get your questions in. Enjoy the show. Only saying I've been live for 12 seconds. I'm just going to say welcome to Froch on Fighting. I'm called the Cobra Froch, former unified super middleweight world boxing champion. If you just heard this, I do apologise. I'm also an International Boxing Hall of Famer, and I'm here tonight to tell you my views, to give you my commentary on the big fight. Anthony Joshua against Daniel Dubois. I should probably say Daniel Dubois' name first because he is actually officially the IBF heavyweight champion of the world, the belt that got taken from Alexander Usyk ever so kindly. They're now fighting for that belt. Dubois got elevated to the official IBF champ. Anthony Joshua now gets the third bite at the cherry, gets an opportunity to become three-time heavyweight champion. But we all know who the real champion of the world is. Goes by the name of Alexander Usyk, and he's there tonight, eagerly awaiting the performance. I'm sure he's not worried about Anthony Joshua because he's dealt with him already on 2 occasions. But yeah, thanks for joining in. I'm going to sit and watch and enjoy this Sweet Caroline. Have a little sup of this Corona. That's all I'm having tonight. 1 bottle, just to calm the nerves. I still get nervous for these occasions because it brings back memories, especially Wembley Stadium. Oh, and there's not 96,000 there, by the way. Listen, no one's splitting hairs or counting, but there's empty seats. It's not sold out, but it's busy, it's big, and it's a great occasion. It's for boxing. Nigel Benn there in the crowd with his son Connor. It's the who's of boxing there at ringside. There's some big stars from all over the world. Anthony Joshua's got that appeal. It's got the appeal that people want to watch him. They want to see him. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Look at that. Fantastic. Look at that. Packed out Wembley Stadium. Unbelievable. Professional boxing, eh? Well and truly on the map. Let's have a look. So who you got then anyway? What's going off? Who have we got? Any predictions for this evening? Let me know. Just had a nice burger. John Fury's been found 100 on the hard road. Let's have a look. Did you fight at Wembley, Carl? Yeah, I did actually, as it goes. I did box at Wembley back in the day. I'm not ringside because I'm streaming Froch on Fighting. If I was sat ringside, I wouldn't get much airtime, would I? This is on my time, my rules. And even better than that, I'm not censored on here. I can speak freely and think freely and represent who and what I want my way. That's what I do here on Froch on Fighting. Say it how it is. Speak from the heart. If you don't like it, you know what to do. And if you do like it, you know what to do. Thank you for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to have a little audience. I'm going to try and give you my blow-by-blow account commentary. I'm actually buzzing a little bit. I'm feeling revved up. A couple of American fighters here. Devin Haney, Terence Crawford. He's looking for the Canelo fight. That might be a bit of an ambitious challenge because I just think Canelo's too big for Crawford. Sweet Caroline's just about finished. And we await Daniel Dubois, the IBF heavyweight champion, paper, and Anthony Joshua. Looks great. Look at that. Look at the pyrotechnics. Look at the lights and the lasers. It really is spectacular. So what we got then? Let's have a look at some of these comments. See if there's any abuse. Anybody abusing me? Anybody abusing the Cobra? Hail the Cobra, the King Cobra. I like this. Sweet Caroline, get Rachel on. Why would you want Rachel on? Oh, in a French maid outfit. Yeah, I understand that now. I get it. Let the dog see the rabbit, Cobra. AJ's a shot fighter. I'm not sure he's shot physically, but mentally, there's question marks. Ron from Aberdeen, sending you greetings. You're doing a grand job. Daniel could do within 3 rounds. After that, it's likely to be Anthony. So you're saying it needs to be Daniel Dubois early? Most of the big guns. Oh, why is that flicked off? Let's have a look. Groves won the first fight. Groves didn't win the first fight. He did well though, didn't he? Let's be honest. I don't think I've ever been punched in the head that much. I probably have, but Groves didn't win the first fight, and he certainly didn't win the rematch. What's that on in the background there? What we got? We've got it on 2 or 3 screens in here. Who's that there? Who's that making their way to ringside? Yeah, not all that. Thought it was assault then for a minute. Looked like a young Pamela Anderson, but it wasn't. Michael Buffer for the announcements. It's getting closer. This is when the nerves start. Anthony Joshua will be now in his changing rooms. Daniel Dubois the same, just sticking that jab out, trying to be sharp with the right hand, fine-tuning his little combos. But the mind will be in its own place. And if the mind isn't confident, the body does strange things. Oh, it's nice to see. Oh, no, wrong one. Why is Daniel Dubois walking first? Why? He's the champ. Why is Daniel Dubois walking first? The champion walks second. Thought he was the IBF champ. AJ getting his own way probably again there. What do you make of that? AJ walking second. Yeah. Yeah. George Groves wanted to walk second. The Cobra don't have that nonsense. My prediction is. Well, somebody. Yeah. Well, what's the predictions? Do you mind me saying your name on here? No. So I've got Rob Young sat behind me, bit of a legend in the poker world. If you know, you know. And he's saying AJ round 1. Now, I've got to strongly disagree with that because I can't see AJ going for it in round 1. Dubois got a really good jab as well. Let's have a look. Leave Rachel out of it. There's only one champ in that arena, and he's from Ukraine. Can't argue with that. One of the greats, Cobra. Thank you. Keeps flicking up. AJ 10th, surprising long. Dubois walking in. He's got the Mike Tyson style throw over his head. He looks good. He looks quite chilled. Let's turn that volume down in case you can hear it. Daniel Dubois makes his ring entrance. He's got an IBF belt glistening behind him. He won't feel like a bona fide world champion, but if he beats Anthony Joshua tonight, he certainly will do. And rightly so as well, because AJ obviously is a former 2-time heavyweight champion. If Dubois can come and upset the odds, he cements his place quite firmly in the top 4 of the heavyweights currently in the world. He looks relaxed, he looks confident, he's smiling. You can't always tell, can you, by looking at somebody's face what's going on if you don't know them personally. But if he's done his training, which I'm sure he has, and his sparring's gone as well as what we're hearing, then there's no reason for Daniel Dubois to not be walking to this ring feeling very, very confident with himself. the win against Big Baby Gerald Miller, the fight against Usyk, even though he lost, he had moments of success in there. He's had that experience with the best in the world. And then the win against Hrgovic, the man who really no one wanted to just jump in with and give him his shot. Dubois went in there, took some serious licks from round 1 to round 4, came through that storm, weathered it, and yeah, got the job done. So you've got to give Daniel Dubois his props, but there's nothing really there to suggest that he belongs at the elite level. So we'll find out tonight what he does with AJ, if he indeed belongs there. Fireworks above Wembley Stadium. What a night for boxing. Brilliant. Let's have a look. What we got? Please, can I ask you something? Go for it. Tom, go for it. Ask me a question, mate. Let me adjust that a bit. It's got a TV behind me. Look, can't be doing that. I don't think that's allowed, is it? That's it. There we go. It's off now. Could actually spin that around. So I'm just going to make an adjustment. Carl Froch, true legend. Thank you. Where can I stick this? I can go around that way, I suppose. Go to there. That'll do. Move that around to there. Drop that. We're a professional setup here, you know. We have to make adjustments. We have to make adjustments whilst live. There we go. Oh, no one's going to be in trouble. Look, it's that light over there. That's okay. All right, I'm happy. No, I'm not happy yet. I'm not happy yet. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. What we got? Love that you and George are pals now. Drift at it. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice me and George Groves are mates. Get that out of shot. That's it. How you doing, Scully? You all right, mate? Yeah, not bad. If he catches him, I fancy him. I fancy Dubois if he catches him. Would you come out of retirement, Carl? I think I've made it quite clear that I would not disrespect the sport of boxing enough to come out of retirement and expect to compete at world level, even though in my head and physically, I think I could cope with a world championship level fight because I'm just fit and strong. I'm a machine, as you know. But I probably wouldn't come out of retirement for a professional boxing match. But I could be coaxed into the ring for an easy fight against somebody like Jake, or should I say fake Paul. But it ain't going to happen, is it? Let's be honest. Dubois win, round 5 TKO. You get good odds on that. Froch v Eddie Hearn, what round? Which minute do you mean? Which minute of the round? Which minute of the first round? Eddie Hearn's not a fighter. See, in ancient Rome, you had the gladiators and the emperors. So Eddie Hearn's like the emperor. The fighters are the gladiators. I know which one I'd rather be. And the emperor will never be that man. Never be the gladiator. No matter how much you want to be, you just won't be. Anyway, Anthony Joshua makes his ring walk. The lights, the glitz. Tall, solid-looking figure in that white robe appears from the lights in the changing room. He's been here before many times. Is this his 5th or 6th stadium fight? 2, 3 at the third one at Wembley. 2 in Cardiff, I believe. He's used to these crowds. He's used to these big occasions. He'll be able to cope with this much better. Bricktop will be jumping around if Dubois wins. He certainly will be. Cal. Do you class DD as a world champion? If no, what if he wins tonight? At the minute, I don't class him a world champ, even though he's been elevated and he's now officially a world champion. I don't think he'll feel like a world champ until he wins. If he does beat AJ tonight, he's proven he belongs at world level. Because whatever your thoughts are on Anthony Joshua and how he's coped every time he's stepped up, which isn't very well, he still was a world champion. Have we got Derek in here? We haven't, have we? We need to flick that off if we can, but we need to know what we're doing. It doesn't matter, but it's just kind of in the screen. Until you press back up, it won't vanish. Yeah. You need the Sky remote. You just need to press back up. Right, what we got? What we got? Let's have a look at your questions. Bit of rocky music, can't beat it. Battle of the quitters. Which man will quit first? The $1 million question. That's Steve. Bullseye's back. I think Anthony KOs him. His trainer made him a better animal, mate. So Bullseye, you think that AJ KOs him? It's not out of the question, is it? I don't think Daniel Dubois has ever been hit on the chin and KO'd though. Pressure's here on Anthony. I mean, you've got to give him credit. You've got to give all fighters credit when they do that ring walk. I know what it's like. In front of all them people at big stadium. It's just focus, tunnel vision, get the job done. And Anthony Joshua looks focused. He's been here before. Been there, seen it and done it. Eddie Hearn likes these ring walks, doesn't he? But he plonks his arse on the ringside seat when the Warriors go to battle. He sits down in his comfy seat. But anyway, enough about the promoters. Who do you want to win, Carl? I want the guy to win who deserves it more. The guy who's put the hard work and the training. I'm not really for either of these guys. I just both top athletes. AJ's obviously been around longer. He's towards the end of his career. Dubois building up. So this is the wise old fox against the hungry young lion. Dubois has got a lot to prove. Anthony Joshua's got questions that needs answering on his mind. I still feel that AJ's tentative. I still feel he boxes a little bit unsure behind that jab. He doesn't ooze confidence. He doesn't ooze self-belief when he's in there. Referee Marcus McDonnell. He was the referee for my first tough fight, 12-rounder against Charles Adama for the Commonwealth title. Charlie Giles, British Boxing Board of Control chairman, I believe he still is. Turkey Al Sheikh, the man with the Bunsen burner. He's the guy with a serious dollar making this happen. I'm the guy with a Corona in my hand. That's a tasty beverage. Anyway, what we got? Going off here, what's that? I'm not sure about that, really. Both men to quit in round 4. Would you die in the ring before quitting? Well, I wouldn't quit, so maybe I would. Carl Splinter Froch, who do you want to win? I don't want anybody to win. I've got no preference. Tyson Fury, if Dubois wins, it means he deserves it and he's put the work in. If Anthony Joshua wins, it means he's put the work in and he deserves it. The pressure's on AJ. I don't care who wins. I genuinely have no agendas on who I want to win. May the best man win, and I wholeheartedly mean that. Lennox takes these chumps. I wouldn't say they're chumps, but I would say Lennox takes them. Let's have a look. Johnston struggles where? Let's have a look. Big Johnston. Anthony Johnston, I'm assuming that's who you mean. Carl, do you think it could be? This is jumping around, this is. I need some glasses as well. Bullseye's back in the game again. Bullseye. Give you your due, Carl. You had a chin. Just wish Calzaghe could have settled it. Great channel. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying Froch on Fighting. It's glad to be here. A very good friend, place of mine, Dusk Till Dawn in Nottingham. What a venue. It's fantastic. We've got the boxing on. We've got the poker going on in the room next door. Serious poker here at Dusk Till Dawn. The best in the business. Probably one of the best poker houses in Europe. It's all good. They're still stretching for a prediction. You know what it's like, Rob, in a two-horse race? You can't give a prediction. I'm predicting that somebody's getting knocked out. And Anthony Joshua's probably going to win, but he could get chinned. If I sit here now and say Daniel Dubois is going to win, people are going to say, oh, Froch wants AJ to lose because he don't like him, which is a load of nonsense. I don't know who's going to win. I just don't. With a gun to my head, being a man of many talents and poker being one of them, I would hedge the percentages on Anthony Joshua to win this fight. On a late, could even be an early stoppage, but I'd say late. No, it could go early because they can both bang. It's heavyweight boxing. We saw what happened to Lennox Lewis when Oliver McCall exploded one on his chin and Hassim Rahman detonated one on his chin. He got the rematch though and got them wins. But if Dubois hits AJ upside the head, he turns into Bambi, doesn't he? Let's be honest. AJ can't take a punch. Jez Davis. Oh, he's not said anything. I thought you had a comment, Jez Davis. No comment. Oh, greetings from Snenton. There you go. I used to have a couple of properties in Snenton. I got rid of them. They knocked down the Jester pub. Built something opposite in its place. Don't know what it was, but yeah, I got out of Snenton. What have we got here? Cole, I think you want AJ to win. You're allowed to think what you want. That's the beauty about free thoughts and free speech. Let's have a look. Carl, do you think AJ's finished in boxing if he loses tonight? Is AJ finished tonight? No, because he usually would be. Listen, AJ was finished when he lost to Usyk for the second time, and his first fight back against Franklin, when it wasn't on pay-per-view and the arena was half empty. AJ was finished then, but then the Saudis came in, injected a massive chunk of money into the game, and resurrected Anthony Joshua, and he's not fought anybody since. Franklin, Helenius, Otto Wallin, Francis Ngannou, the UFC fight. He's had 4 fights against 4, for me, guys that really, they're not world level. They've not turned up to win the fight and go in there and try and beat AJ. They've turned up for the payday, and when it got hard, they was looking for the exit signs. That's AJ's last 4 fights. Daniel Dubois, he's been in fights. All right, he lost to Usyk, but he dropped him. All right, it was a low blow, mid-range, whatever. Usyk was on the floor in pain. And then Dubois finished. He quit against Joe Joyce, but he had a fractured eye socket, and he kind of quit against Usyk. But he came back, didn't he? Gerald Miller, Hrgovic, 2 good wins. He's the guy that's on the crest of a wave at the minute. He's the guy doing what you need to do to step into the ring at this level. I'd rather be Dubois coming into this at the minute on the back of the fights he's had rather than Anthony Joshua. AJ needs to do something here. He needs to prove, not to anybody else but himself, that he can still do this and he can still believe in himself. So I've got a feeling he's going to do this and relax, get behind his jab, use his experience. If Dubois switches off or gets careless or gets overeager, then he could end up getting chinned. Let's be honest. That's just how it is, boxing. It's one of them sports, especially in the heavyweight division, where one mistake, it's game over. What we got? AJ only good against average or past it opponents. You're entitled to your opinion. He does fight old men, let's be honest. This is the first young live opponent he's had for a long time. Right, the face-to-face in the centre of the ring. Daniel Dubois looks good. Anthony Joshua looks a little bit nervous. He's looking in the eyes of Dubois. They touch gloves. Wembley Stadium. Apparently there's 96,000 fans there to watch this big time boxing match between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. It is about to go off, I hope. Round one, ding ding. I'm not sure what the delay is on here, but apologies for slight delay. Anthony Joshua straight away on his back foot. Dubois posing his authority. Nice jab from Dubois. Landed on the face of AJ. Poised with that right hand. Dubois was thinking about throwing that right hand. He thought about it, then he stopped and pulled it. The jab's good. AJ's walking into this jab here. Oh, left right from Dubois. Straight away on the chin of AJ. And he's on his back foot here under pressure. That's good work from Dubois. I don't think he put much on that. But he still landed it. AJ's a little bit switched off from the off here. He needs to wake up. That jab from Dubois is sharp. Doesn't look that fast, but it is heavyweight boxing. Oh, the jab is landing every time. AJ's pulling out with his head in the air, looking like a novice in straight lines, taking jabs. He needs to settle down, Anthony Joshua. That jab again, snapping the head back of AJ. Trying the right hand himself, falling short. Doubling the jab up on his front foot. Daniel Dubois got the centre of the ring and he's straight away got Anthony Joshua on his back foot. AJ needs to really settle down. Maybe just jab the shoulder, jab the chest. As Dubois comes, being warned there for the head. I didn't see much wrong with that. Marcus McDonald, the referee, not liking it. Leave these two guys to fight it out. Don't get involved straight away. That's what I'd say to the ref. Leave them to it. Looking for the overhand right counter on the way in. Didn't look like there was much on that from AJ. He's throwing that right hand with no real sort of conviction. He's pouring with it. He's placing it there. He's not sending it in like when he ironed out Ngannou. Because he knew Ngannou wasn't moving. He sent it in. But it's early doors. It's round one. He's established his jab nicely, Daniel Dubois. AJ's settling down a little bit. Probably just them little nerves when you step in the ring. Just getting himself composed. That right hand AJ's throwing doesn't seem to have much on it. He's not throwing it with much conviction or self-belief, in my humble opinion. But this so far has been a good round for Dubois. Good use of the head there from Dubois. Marcus McDonald needs to leave him alone. He's allowed to put his head down in range. He's not headbutting him. He's not doing anything wrong. Stay out of it, McDonald. You've got more experience under your belt than that, and to get involved in a heavyweight fight in the first round when Dubois is not really doing anything wrong. AJ's not showing any. Oh, good uppercut he looked for there. Not too far away, or did it land? I think it landed. Oh, both throwing big right hands. Dubois slip. Oh, big right hand from Dubois. AJ goes down. He's down. His legs have gone straight away in round one. He looks like he's on Bambi legs. What is going off? It's only a short, sharp shot over the top. Daniel Dubois clips him, the side of the ear, and he already looks gone. The bell's gone. Saved by the bell for Anthony Joshua. Lady look on his side there, but Dubois will go back to his corner with massive confidence. Dubois needs to come out round two and let some shots go. Anthony Joshua needs to switch on. He's been clipped with a shot there. He's gone over, and that was very unexpected. Here comes a big overhand right on the chin. It wasn't the side of the back of the ear. It was right on the chin. AJ was pulling out, half asleep there, switching off. You can't pull out from them shots. I've got to be honest. Robin Reed hit me with a similar shot. You're looking at the shot come. You can see it's coming. You think, oh, that's missed by a mile. And then it lands because they step in with it. See how Dubois stepped in with that right hand? But that's taken a lot out of the stamina bar of Anthony Joshua. That's knocked his confidence. And that's a torrid, terrible first round for Anthony Joshua. He looks okay. He's smiling. He's got a smile, hasn't he? Let's be honest. If you don't laugh, you cry, as they say. Dubois now looking for that 1-2 again. If he feels he's got Joshua hurt here, he'll back him up and he'll go for the finish. But he's got to be careful. He don't want to be walking into a shot from Anthony Joshua. Another right hand landing. He's just got to keep throwing away. Daniel Dubois absolutely setting about AJ, a body and a head. Good left hook. And again, left, right. Dubois is showing Anthony Joshua what it means to be a hungry young contender, and he's having it all his own way. Anthony Joshua is in serious trouble at the start of round 2. This could be the quickest. He looks sluggish and slow. He does look fucked. You're right. That's good input. That's the technical analysis from the armchair fan. What is going off? Daniel Dubois just needs to settle down, relax. Just that shot's going to come again. AJ looks slow and clumsy. This is not what we expected. We did say if Dubois lands, AJ's in trouble, but I've not seen anything big land. And I've seen AJ in serious trouble. And he doesn't tend to recover, does he, AJ? Oh, the jab's heavy. Sharp, solid jab. Jolting the head back of Anthony Joshua, who's hanging on for dear life here in the second half of the second round. Dubois just needs to breathe, take in the oxygen, relax, keep that stiff jab going and not rush anything. But if he tastes blood, he'll go for the finish. Lovely jab from Dubois. AJ looks a little bit like he's stuck in mud. Everything looks slow. His feet are slow. He looks clumsy. What is going off? It's all going off in Wembley. You just get the feeling that, nice little left hook there from Dubois. You get the feeling that Daniel Dubois has only got to land one more decent looking shot and Anthony Joshua's going to be in serious trouble. Dubois not really done that much. He's had him, have we had 2 knockdowns or 1 knockdown? It's been 1 knockdown in round 1. AJ thrown a desperate looking, leaping in, lunging left hook there, which was headed for the rafters. Dubois just sitting back now, settling down. See, we see AJ's powers of recovery. It takes 2 or 3 rounds, doesn't it? Then he gets, oh, he don't want to be soaking them up. Left, right's on the chin. Little right hand, little short left hook from Dubois on the chin. It's not good enough from AJ. He looks tired. He looks drained. He looks slow. I know it's heavyweight boxing. They're both big lads, 18 stone, 3 or 4 pounds separate them. Daniel Dubois, slightly the lighter man. But Anthony Joshua's got a mountain to climb because he was down in round 1. He was hurt in round 2. And he doesn't look happy. He doesn't look comfortable. What are your thoughts? Get it in this minute rest. I'm not sure what the delay is. Apologies for that. What are your thoughts? AJ usually improves as the fight goes on. Yeah, that's true. Let's have a look. AJ likes people who don't hit back. Good night, cash cow. Let's have a look. Still too early. Huge delay. We're on round 2. Sorry about the delay. There's nothing I can do about that. AJ is shocked. Yes, that is true. There's 2,596 people tuned in here to FROCH on Fighting with me, Carl the Cobra FROCH. We're just at the start of round 3. Anthony Joshua's hit the canvas in round 1. He's been badly hurt. He was hanging on in round 2, looking sloppy and sluggish. I can't see anything changing with AJ because there's no sharpness about his work. What he might be waiting for is Daniel Dubois to maybe fade down and slow down a little bit, because if that happens, AJ will then maybe get his second win. But Dubois is the younger man, and he's hurt again. Daniel Dubois has landed a short chopping right hand on AJ. And again, he looks unsteady on his legs, looking for the nice counter right hand there, AJ. Slipping the jab, throwing the right hand on the counter. So he's still trying. He's certainly not giving up. Dubois just relaxing, getting success with that jab. AJ just trying to find some sort of room. He needs to jab the chest, jab the stomach, jab the shoulder. Forget the head hunting. You're not landing with that jab on the head. You're falling short. He needs to get his head off to the center. He needs to look for a slip right. See, the jab's going through and backing him up. Oh, right hand just slipping there, just landing on the end of AJ's chin. That one literally skimmed his whiskers. See, is this just down to all the preparation? The last 4 fights that AJ's had, where he's had it all his own way. No one's really come to win. Now he's got Dubois in front of him, throwing these big shots. AJ badly needs to recover and get something going. Misses with a wild overhand right, and Dubois was waiting for him with a counter right hand. Good work from Dubois. Desperation there from Anthony Joshua, waiting and lunging in with the right hand and missing wildly. Dubois holding it up close just to gain a bit of composure. But he's got AJ on his back foot. He's looking for that hook, the jab. slow looking. Anthony Joshua's on his back foot. He's got no momentum. If he's not going to stop and then counter with that right hand and transfer his weight off that back foot, Dubois got nothing to worry about. This is scintillating viewing. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for something to detonate. Anthony Joshua still carries power. He's looking for the uppercut. It's a good idea. He tried. He failed. Dubois doing much of the same, pouring the jab out, flicking the jab out, then looking for that right hand and the occasional left hook. And Anthony Joshua pulling out in straight lines with his chin in the air, waiting to get clipped. And then he ducks low, negative, no confidence, leans in and holds. The body language, the poise, the mannerisms in which he's moving. He's on his back foot. He's got no confidence. Dubois backing him up and just picking away at him. AJ holding. Referee Marcus McDonald letting him get away with it. AJ is looking for a big right hand as Dubois comes. Dubois, there you go, there's the right hand, but AJ's on his back foot. He's not setting anything up. He looks nervous. He's got through this round though, and AJ will recover from that knockdown. He'll still be feeling that. Oh, left hook hurts him and his legs are gone. Left hook sends him down again. That's a count, referee. You've missed that one. But it's done AJ no favours because he should have took the count, because he's on the ropes getting absolutely clattered and he's on the floor and out. And this could be the end of Anthony Joshua. This could be the last time we see him in the ring. He's climbing to his feet. He doesn't want to be in there. Marcus McDonald, the referee, on 8. He's telling Anthony Joshua, come on, let's go. Has the bell gone? Has the bell saved him? Yes, it has. And he's in his corner again. Serendipity in force, saved by celestial mathematics again. Anthony Joshua down and badly hurt, almost out at the end of round 3. Daniel Dubois landing a little combination. Every time he catches AJ, his legs do the dance. He looked like he almost went over on his ankle then. He was in serious trouble. And Dubois just piled him in. Left hook, right hook, left hook. Then leans on him, left hook. That's a knockdown. Was there a count? That's a nice slip. Right hand just missed. Daniel Dubois coming around. Left hook, come jab. Straight on the chin of Big Femi. He backs up. His ankle goes. He's looking all over the place, dishevelled. And he's in serious trouble. Conor McGregor there, look, with that dodgy suit on, out of his seat. And it's almost, we're just waiting for AJ to get flattened. Oh, he's over. Is that a knockdown or not? His ankle went. Is McDonald going to count? He's counting. Excuse me, a punch landed. And AJ is in all sorts of trouble here. Anthony Joshua getting absolutely punched from pillar to post, clattered. He just can't hold a shot. Oh, he's down again. No knockdown, but he's on the floor, and it was a left hook, and he's on his arse again. He's shearing the canvas with the seat of his pants on a regular basis. Another right hand from Dubois. Dubois don't want to get careless, but I feel he can just tee up AJ. AJ is now turned into a punch bag for Daniel Dubois. There's nothing coming back, and Dubois is able to just tee off. The only thing he's got to be careful of is not blowing a gasket. He could take his time, but Anthony Joshua is appears to be running on empty. Is he fit? Has he been doing the running? Has he been doing the sparring? All these questions need answering, but Daniel Dubois is moments away, 1, maybe 2 punches away from solidifying himself and justifying the IBF strap round his waist, because if he can demolish and dismantle Anthony Joshua and get this job done in the manner in which he's done it, we cannot complain. Marcus McDonald's going to pull him there for a low blow. No need for the low blow. Don't start giving AJ 5 minutes now, because that was an accidental low blow. And don't start taking points off either. Just give him a warning. Tell him not to do it again. Oh, let's go. Good lad. Daniel. Oh, it's the right hand. It 1-2 far away. The left hook's gone in. Anthony Joshua again. He's clinging on for dear life. He's not enjoying himself. I'm not sure we're going to see Anthony Joshua in a professional ring if he's moments away from getting chinned, because this is not an enjoyable experience for him at all. Jab, left hook, beautiful shot, left hook again on the chin of AJ, and another left, and a right. Daniel Dubois can't seem to put any... Excuse me, I cannot speak. Dubois wants to be careful. He doesn't punch himself out. Oh, it's the right hand. He tried the uppercut and swallowed the right hand. Fair play to Anthony Joshua, because he's getting punched from pillar to post and he's still in there, but he's on unsteady legs. Daniel Dubois' jab even hurts. Let's have a look. I need to calm down. I need to take a deep breath. That's a good jab. What is Anthony Joshua's game plan? Because if he's waiting to land an uppercut, It's not going to work. He needs to get behind his jab. He's reaching for that block with the right hand parry. His legs are all over the place. He's slow. He's got no plan. I don't know why he's smiling. It's not funny. It's serious business. Put your tongue back in your mouth or you end up losing it. You're getting beat up. Daniel Dubois needs to just take his time. And I cannot see Anthony Joshua recovering. If he does, it'll be the biggest recovery and the biggest comeback I've ever seen. But Dubois is inexperienced. If he's not breathing properly, if he's not recovering correctly between rounds, then if AJ can get through this round and Dubois is getting tired, Dubois has done all the work. Dubois is doing all the punches, throwing all the punches. Anthony Joshua had a bit of a spring in his step as he walked back to the corner there. He's raising his arms to get the crowd going. Has Anthony Joshua recovered? Maybe. I'm not so sure. But Daniel Dubois has worked hard. He's let a lot of shots go. He's had a lot of success. And he's still in there, AJ. AJ's weathering the storm. Rob Young in the background is claiming that Anthony Joshua is getting his second wind. It's, you know, I can't argue with him because he does look all right. Look at the scorecard, 8, 10-8, 10-9, 10-8, 10-8. I mean, this is a whitewash on the score. And you feel that Daniel Dubois is one punch away from success. And I don't see what Anthony Joshua can do because he's so tired. What can he come back from? It's a stiff jab from Dubois. It's a nice stiff jab. Straight on the very limb of AJ. No, AJ's looking a little bit more. Look, he's twitching, he's throwing a few feints. Oh, 1-2, he's on his back foot. Yeah, he's in trouble on his back foot, Anthony Joshua. It's not really, I don't know. I'm not sure what is going off. You tell me what's going off. Bullseye's back. Do you think he was nervous like you versus St. George? Potentially. What did I miss there looking down? Who got hit? Oh, he walked into one. He's trying to tee off. Oh, he's walked into one and he's flat on his face. Anthony Joshua, he's face down on the canvas. I think his leg's doing a twitch. He was backing up Dubois and he has been absolutely spar code. He's all over the place. He's breakdancing on the floor. It's game over. He can't stand up. Daniel Dubois has just ironed out Anthony Joshua in style. And that is the launch of what I said a couple of years ago. Daniel Dubois could be the future of heavyweight boxing. Anthony Joshua has been absolutely clattered from pillar to post. He's had his head punched from one side to the other side of the ring and totally outclassed in what was a scintillating performance from round one from Daniel Dubois. He's got in there and he's ripped the script up and he's absolutely tore Anthony Joshua a new one. Not many thought he could do it. We can all be experts after the game. We can all back the horse when it's ran. Nobody saw that coming. I did say, and I'm not going to brag here on Froch on Fine, but I did say, if Anthony Joshua thumps AJ upside the head, look at his counter right hand, AJ's throwing punches with no conviction, with no confidence. He's backing up Dubois, but he's not sure of himself, looking for the uppercut. He's looking for amateurish, gloves down, chin in the air, uppercut Anthony Joshua was. As Dubois just waited for him, textbook right hand on the very limb of Anthony Joshua and put him face first on the canvas, face first, arse in the air, not where you want to be, not a good look, crumbled to his feet. He couldn't recover. His leg was stiffening up. His left leg there is absolutely stiff. That is what you call a clinical knockout. That was a whooping. From round one to round four, Anthony Joshua has been battered from pillar to post and then knocked out. Daniel Dubois smiling. He's happy. Frank Warren's in there smiling. I mean, that was some performance. I mean, it was a great performance from Dubois, but what was Anthony Joshua doing? I don't even know what Anthony Joshua was doing. I don't know what his game plan was. I don't know what he was doing with his jab. I don't know what he was doing with his confidence. It was just a one-sided whooping. I think that's the end. I did say if he loses, it could be the end of Anthony Joshua. I don't see the need for Anthony Joshua to get back in the ring again, following from that performance. Because that was absolutely shite, let's be honest. It wasn't a good performance. Sorry to mix my words, as I always do. But listen, right, I'm going to read the comments now. Let's have a look. AJ, look at his left leg there, stiffening. He looks like he's been tasered. Anthony Joshua looks like he's been tasered. Right hand, he walked into it. That was a damaging fight for Anthony Joshua. He took some serious licks and he's gone there. It's not nice to see. It's not good. There's a guy behind him in the crowd enjoying himself. And they see here as Anthony Joshua tries. I mean, you're probably not seeing what I'm seeing, but AJ is now doing a mad breakdance. His face is on the floor, his arse is in the air, and his legs. He's got no control of his central nervous system there. He could not get himself up. Daniel Dubois going in there and absolutely ripping up the script. Is that the last we're going to see of Anthony Joshua? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What had he suggested AJ in the 10th? I mean, that was... I couldn't pick Dubois because he's not been that impressive. And I'm not going to piss on his parade because that was a decent performance. But who's he beat in that kind of style where you say, right, that was a good fight and he's absolutely dealt with him there? He's not done that to anybody. He's just done it to Anthony Joshua. So is that because Daniel Dubois is really, really good, or is AJ just finished? Them 4 fights he's had after losing to Usyk have done no favours for him. Believe in his own hype. That was a sensational performance from Daniel Dubois. There'll be a rematch clause, but it's almost a pointless. It's a pointless rematch. Let's be honest. That wasn't even a close fight. It wasn't even competitive, was it? Well, crazy. AJ comes to the ring, gets battered, gets El Sparko, KO style-o, tries to do a breakdance whilst trying to get up, and that's the end. Round number 5, the winner by knockout, and still IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Daniel Dubois. Fair play. What a performance. He worked hard. Took a couple of shots on the chin. Joshua's chin is finished. Legs like George Groves. James Lim. Do you think AJ's finished? Dubois was underestimated. AJ being flattened. Fury will batter him as well. AJ done now, surely. I can't argue with that. James Lim, I cannot argue with that. The way in which AJ was beaten then is the significant factor for me. He wasn't even in the fight. Are you not entertained? Daniel Dubois, raving crowd up there shouting, "Oh, you're not entertained." Carl, you are ruthless, ha ha. I'm not ruthless, mate. I'm honest. Matthew Fraser, I'm ruthless when I'm fighting. I'm not ruthless when I'm commentating. I'm honest. Cobra tells it how it is here on FROCH on Fighting. Thank you for tuning in. Currently 3,400 of you watching. If you're not already, hit subscribe. This is the best, fastest and biggest and most viewed boxing channel in the business. With me, Carl the Cobra FROCH, former unified super middleweight world boxing champion. You've just witnessed Daniel Dubois serve an absolute pasting. That's a 7 o'clock knock pasting. When someone comes hunting you down because you've been giving them beef and they knock on your door 7 o'clock on a Monday morning when you're not expecting it. Right, step outside, we need to sort this out. And he took it out on the streets and he served up a whooping of epic proportion. Anthony Joshua has just been punched from pillar to post. Let's be honest. Battered and knocked out, faced first. What happened there? Iced. Fury will call him out now, maybe. Fought the perfect fight. Pinged him. There's not really much to say. Well done, Triple D, absolutely. Bricktop, what about him? Right from the bell. That's right, pretty much. AJ looked scared of the walkout, but commentators wouldn't say it. Commentators don't say it how you need it to be said. That's why you come to Froch on Fighting, for the truth and the honesty. End of the cash cow. That was embarrassing. I'm just reading the comments. Don't shoot the messenger. What we got? Big up the dub. Big shout out. Tony the Tiger. Chisora what? Removed his tongue from AJ's arse. Oh, Chisora, yeah, he did. He looked focused to me. I thought Dubois would win if he sorted out his defence. That was a performance. What now for Eddie Hills? What's he got now? Eddie Hills. Where does he go? Because his cash cow has just been well and truly served up. A real beating, let's be honest. What we got? Is AJ awake standing? He looked focused to me. I thought Dubois would win if he sorted his defence out. Let's have a look. DD did us all a favour. I made a few quid. Class to the Cobra. Usyk prediction was wrong. It took a bad hiding. Do you think Fury AJ will happen? I don't think Fury AJ needs to happen, does it? Ironed out. Great commentary call. Thank you. Russ from Porky's Corner predicted this. He did. If you've not seen it, Porky's Corner. Russ. He also says it how it is. This is a guy who's been doing boxing for years. Porky's Corner, Russ. Shout out to you. You know boxing inside out. You're a massive fan. I'll never forget the day I met you down at Hellerby Hall when you brought me that big picture as a gift when I became WBC champion after beating Jean Pascal. Big fan. Proper nice, genuine geezer, and he knows his stuff. So if you haven't already, have a look at Porky's Corner. Shout out there for you, big boy. He's not big anymore. He used to be very big. He's not now. He's got himself in order. Where's Eddie Hills? Where is he? We need to see him. Frank Warren's getting his bit. See what Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn. Let's see what he's got to say. Daniel Dubois, well done. Here's the Hearnster. Waiting for him to come up. Let's have a look here. Shout out to John H. Bricktop's baby. Bricktop is buzzing. Let's have a chat with AJ. See what's going on. I think he's in. I think AJ's on bottom moon at the minute. It's mad, isn't it, how boxing goes? Like, heavyweight champ, he's had some decent fights, AJ, but there's not been any. It's not been any real standout performances against. Like, I mean, he never fought Fury. Spencer Oliver on Talksport the other day said he's beaten everybody in his generation. He's not. He didn't beat Usyk twice. He lost to Ruiz. I know he got the rematch, but he's not fought Fury. This isn't a generational great. I'm not digging him out, but the way he got wiped out there by young Dubois, that's a shocking performance, really. That's a beating of epic proportion. AJ saying he's rolling the dice. Didn't really roll much, did he? I mean, tried to become a 3-time champ, but I won't make him much of that title anyway, that accolade. AJ's just smiling and just taking it on the chin and thinking about that 150 million bank balance. So he's quite chill, but unfortunately the legacy's in tatters. What's the Hearnster got to say? I'm just listening to Eddie Hearn, so excuse my absence. What's he going to say? I'll do the live stream for Forest tomorrow against Brighton. Yeah, that'll be good. Good win against Liverpool. Forest, come on, you Reds. Forest, come on. You Reds. Eddie Hearn's proud of AJ because he never gave up. That's fair enough. He did. He did never give up.
He never stopped trying to get up, even when he couldn't get up. And I think a massive, massive congratulations to Daniel Dubois, because people doubted him. And, you know, he was the champion, but really the B-side coming
On
into
my
the
head.
and he deserves credit.
For what?
He was a real world champion, because that was a great performance.
My head.
To lose,
Beat off 1.5 million is what I meant. All right, okay.
but very proud of Anthony Joshua, who just never gave up.
Where is Rach? She's chilling. No chance he can rebuild again. Cobra right hand. Spanked, never give up. Pugwell, the best tipster in the UK. Can we get a shout out, Carl? John Smith. Is that Pugwell? Shout out to Pugwell. It was a good performance from Dubois. I'm just listening and reading, so apologies for my lack of communication to you. Froch on Fighting. Followers, fans, whatever you are, I appreciate you. I love you all. Thank you for tuning into Froch on Fighting. I really appreciate it. It's nice. I'm not sat here on my own. I'm sat here with a room full of 2,500 people. And I've just witnessed the very composed and confident and smiling Daniel Dubois serve up an absolute whooping on Anthony Joshua. Nobody saw it coming. You can all be wise after the event. You can all say, yeah, well, AJ's not fought him, not done that. If AJ would have caught him, it could have gone the other way. But Dubois went in there and just look at that big smile from Dubois. Fair play to him. He deserves it. He's a young kid as well, 27 years old. He just did. He asserted himself from round one, Daniel Dubois. He took the centre of the ring, like I said. He got behind that jab and he was snapping the head back of AJ straight away. AJ didn't know where he was. AJ looked like his timing was gone, like he'd not been sparring. And I know a thing or two about Anthony Joshua's training camps, obviously from back in the day. And when that little laziness starts to slip in, when that attitude starts to come, when you get too big for your boots, when you stop listening to Mr. Miyagi, and you don't believe in the wax on, wax off, when you start believing your own hype and start thinking you don't need to listen to your coach, that's when the problems start. And that's what's happened to Anthony Joshua. He thinks he knows better than everybody else. He thinks he's too clever for the game. And from that performance, his training was probably piss poor. I'm sorry, but you don't put a performance like that in unless you're ill prepared. Fail to prepare, you've got to be prepared to fail. And that was a failure of epic proportion. Daniel Dubois don't do that to really many top fighters. He had him all over the place. I mean, that was a bad loss for AJ. A loss that he may not ever come back from. How does Tone and the rest of the sycophants excuse that? McCauley's shot now. I don't know. I don't know what Tony Bellew is going to say about that. And I don't know what all the AJ fanboys have got to say about that. And I could double down now and say I told you so, and AJ's finished, and AJ's got a lot to prove, and the writing for me was on the wall when Anthony Joshua lost to Ruiz. He's not been the same since. I know he won the rematch, but he ran and held and just fought scared. If I was rematching Ruiz after getting chinned and tumped up like that, I'd be in there in his face, putting a punishment performance in, hurting my opponent, getting my own back, spiteful, nasty. I've not seen that in AJ. He's quite a nice guy, isn't he, AJ? He's not a fighting man. You know, I was dying to say something about fighting man. Then, yeah. Right, let's have a look. Give it to him, Carl. I'm not giving it to anyone. All right. Hi, I'm a massive fan of your YouTube channel. It's amazing. It certainly is. Jammy Dodger. That can't be your name, can it? Jammy Dodger. Surely that's not your name. I do like a Jammy Dodger. Well, I used to back in the day. Dipped in a cup of tea. A couple of Jammy Dodgers. Binge eating the Jammy Dodgers. Smashing them down your throat. Lennox Lewis is shell-shocked. Wow. Steve Bunt's going to talk in a minute. You've probably seen it all. I think it's probably time for me to sign out soon, unless you want to tell me, do you want to ask me something? I'm live. You've tuned in. This has been Froch on Fighting with me, Carl, the Cobra Froch. I could actually say I could increase my title. Listen, it could be bigger. Don't forget, I'm an MBE. I'm a member of the British Empire. I've got an HND in sports science and phys ed. I've also got an honorary degree, so I can call myself a doctor. So it could be Dr. Cole Froch, MBE, former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and International Boxing Hall of Famer, who once rendered one George Groves unconscious at Wembley Stadium in front of 80,000 fans. That could be my title. How horrible would that be? Or would it be good? You tell me in the comments. Should that be my new title? Cole Frampton on there. Yeah, chin was in the air, he's right. Frampton pointing out that Anthony Joshua looked like he was looking over a fence at times. Chin in the air. Very amateurish, very novice. Can you imagine Lennox Lewis in there doing that? No. An all-time great is what Lennox Lewis is. And you don't put them kind of performances. AJ training in silk pajamas. Absolutely. Leave poor old George alone. When you're coming back to the ring, even with a YouTuber, Aladita Babu, I will fight with a YouTuber tomorrow. I don't even need to train for fake Paul. Come on, get the comments in, get the questions in. What we got? What we got? What we got? AJ Dubois, trilogy scam. No, Joshua's finished. I had money on AJ getting stopped in round 4. Good bet. Mind you, that one, it was round 5. Carl, massive fan of you way back on Coddington Camp Day. Coddington Camp Day, blast from the past in Newark. Those were the days. Shake up like this is what the heavyweight division needs. Time to move on. Froch v Triple D Hall of Fame. Ring on the line. Would you accept? He's a big lump, isn't he, Triple D? I back myself. 2,800 of you still in here. Appreciate you all. 2,845. Get your questions in. I'm going to try and scan through them. I'm winding down in a minute, actually. It's 10 to 11. It's an early night because Daniel Dubois put on an absolute performance. He put on one hell of a whooping against Big Femi. El Sparcode, Anthony Joshua, in the 5th round. And is that the end of Anthony Joshua? Is that the last we're going to see of Anthony Joshua? You tell me. What do you think? AJ looked like a drained and empty man. He did. It was strange. Bullseye's back. Bullseye's back. Amir Khan and Joshua got the same chin, potentially. Where's Big John Fury, the fighting man? John Fury's gone missing, hasn't he? Missing in action. Got to stop calling him a fighting man. He's never been a fighting man, has he? Well, yeah, technically he was a pro boxer. Bit of a punch bag now, isn't he? What we got here? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. AJ's ankle will be sore tomorrow. Yeah, well, I saw his ankle roll. Big right hand, here it comes. Boom, that was the start of it. First knockdown for AJ. Thanks, Carl. Enjoyed the coverage. You're welcome. 3,000 of you still tuned in, still looking and listening. Listen, I'm going to have to give my post-fight review. Post-fight review. Hang on. Yeah, post-fight review. Very soon, I'm going to set up and I'm going to do a Froch on Fighting post-fight review. I didn't take any notes, but it's up there. I think it was round 1, AJ went down. Round 2 was it looked like he was getting through it in round 3 and 4, but getting caught. And in round 5, he got punched from pillar to post. He got smacked up. Oh, good right hand there from AJ. I missed that. And Dubois backed up and his legs did a funny dance. Oh, and then he walked into 2 or 3 more right hands. Oh, then he was looking for the uppercut. You know what? I missed that in the heat of the moment. That was a different camera angle. So Anthony Joshua had a bit of success. He landed on Dubois' chin. Dubois went back. The towel came in as well. I didn't see that. Before AJ did the breakdance, face first, arse in the air. So he'd had a bit of success. Yeah, Ben Davison chucked the towel in. AJ went down there like Apollo Creed when Ivan Drago slaughtered him and the legs were twitching. That was a bad knockout, that was. That did some damage because that shaky leg. So AJ caught Dubois with a right hand. Dubois backed up. Dubois, what a great trap. He backed up, got himself in the corner, backed up, and he was thinking, right, AJ's coming for it now. He's coming. And AJ just chin in the air like an amateur, arms down by his side, big uppercut with his chin in the air, walked into a right hand. Dubois just timed him for a right hand straight down the pipe. Similar to when Groves flattened me in that first fight in Manchester. That was a real sloppy, aggressive, a real sloppy attack from AJ. I didn't realise AJ landed a right hand and hurt Dubois a little bit. The ball recovered, then timed him, then walked him into that right hand. That was a good performance from Daniel Dubois. Fair play to him. Great performance from Dubois. He deserves a lot of credit from that, and he'll grow from that. And he's a nice kid and all, let's be honest. Anthony Joshua's a nice kid, but sometimes you just try and got to get on the level, aren't you? No, AJ once told me, didn't he? He said to me, get on my level. Get on my level, he said. Listen, if that's your level in that ring and then performances, I never want to be on your level. I've never been there, ever. Never been knocked out, never been stopped. Never. Never been stopped. And I'm not gloating. I'm a hard son of a bitch, solid, strong motherfucker, can take a punch. But your legs are doing dances in round 2 and 3. Round 1. Just forget about it. Professional boxing is now finished for Anthony Joshua. If he comes back in the ring now, it's greed. He shouldn't be fighting. In my humble opinion. AJ doesn't have the eye of the tiger. No, he doesn't. What we got? What we got? I think I'm about done. 3,368 of you tuning in. Thank you very much. I felt like I'm in a room full of people. There's been over 3,000 you at one time watching and listening. What's Dylan White got to say? Yeah, I appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in. I mean that, and thank you for tuning in to my channel, FROCH on Fighting. I do it passionately. I set up. It's hard work at times. Sometimes not much happening. There's not been happening for the last month, so I've kept it going. I've tried to give you what content I could and be there for you. Me and Rachel are going to be on soon with a Q&A. I know you all love to watch and listen to my beautiful wife whilst I'm doing my thing on FROCH on Fighting. And my producer, shout out to my producer. He knows who he is. He's a good guy. And I appreciate all my fans. I'm nobody without you. 120 plus thousand subscribers to FROCH on Fighting. You're tuning into these FROCH-ALONGs. Hi from Malaga. Nice in Malaga. Rachel is beautiful. Thank you. I agree. Joe Joyce at ringside. Another guy that needs to seriously think about whether or not he belongs in that ring. Rachel the GOAT. You never had a loss. Where's your 2 losses? I never listen. Where's it? You never had a loss. Where 2 losses come from? I lost to Ward. I lost to Mikkel Kessler. Never been knocked out. Been put down twice in my career. Got off the floor both times to win. First one was Jermaine Taylor. Second one was George Groves. The Cobra doesn't get knocked out by anybody except for an anesthesian when I'm operated on. Put me straight to sleep. Cheers, Cobra. Class act. Unlike AJ. Listen, you're saying it, not me. Love the channel, Carl. Could listen to you all day. Who next for Daniel Dubois? Thanks, Mark from Leicester. Who next for Dubois? Well, you've got Joe Joyce on there now, chatting away, and Joyce has got a win over Dubois, fractured his eye socket. But Joyce, since then, since getting knocked out by Zhang, I think Dubois is growing in confidence. He's a young man. He's like, what is he, 3 years away from his 30th birthday, and you've got Joe Joyce here approaching 40, and his punch resistance is gone. I'm a big fan of Joe Joyce. I love his work. He's a great person. I've done a lot of work with him in the past. I just like him. He's a good guy. He's one of life's good guys. But it's the hurt game, professional boxing. And for me, Joe Joyce really needs to think about his health. But he's still got a lot to give. And, you know, but the punch resistance was a big one for Joyce. And for me, that's gone, the punch resistance. What we've got, AJ Wilder now, not interesting. That's right. Usyk took his soul and Danny sent it to Phantom Zone. Great commentary tonight. Love the channel. Thank you very much, Joshua Ashton. Let's have a look. I'll read the bad ones as well. Andre Durrell and Andre Ward schooled you, Cole. No rematches. Andre Ward won the fight, 115, 113 on 2 scorecards. That's a 1-round swing. Durrell got beat up like the bitch he is. He didn't come to fight. So talking bollocks about Durrell. Durrell came and shit himself and ran and held and got beat up. He got done by De Gale as well. I mean, come on, don't bring Durrell into my equation, mate. The Hoff. Listen, learn. One day you can be in the hot seat. David Brent, that was, in case you're not following it. Let's have a look. Bisping video coming soon, hopefully. I'll get Bisping on. He's had an op on his neck, hasn't he? Cobra in top 5 British fighters of all time. What you might not know about the Cobra, called the Cobra FROCH, former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and Hall of Famer. What you might not know, I was once ranked number 6 pound for pound in the Ring magazine, the Boxing Bible, number 6 pound for pound. A lot of people don't know that. Cobra's been there, mate. Seen it and done it. Got the T-shirt, and I retired on the top. My faculties intact, and I'm doing all right as well. Hence the reason I'm doing this, saying the truth, my truth. I can say what I want, and I'm not aligned with any agenda or narrative. I'm here on FROCH-ALONG Fighting, speaking my mind, telling you, the listeners, the truth. Thank you for tuning in. I'm still going, I'm ranting. I've had a beer. I've had 1 beer all night. That's all I need. And I'm on the homemade, distilled, electrolyte-filled, lemon-added, powerful, powerful water. That's good. There ain't no fluoride in there at all, let me tell you. There's no BS in that. Oh, that's the big tip for today. Cut fluoride out your diet. They're coming for you. How many properties, Carl? If I'm honest, I couldn't answer that question. Enough to keep the business going and the lifestyle rolling. And thoroughly deserved and hard-earned as well, if I do say so. 1 beer. Are you pissed? Well, no, I'm not quite drunk, but I've had 1 beer. I can tell I've had a beer, actually, but I'm good. I don't get drunk. Well done, Carl. Thank you. Death for vodka in that water. No vodka in there. What happened to AJ? AJ got battered, beat up. For me, he's finished. Calzaghe was Britain's finest. See, I even read them ones. Joe Calzaghe, was he Britain's finest? Might have been Lennox Lewis. Might be the Cobra. Depends what you like. Never rematched Robin Reed, did they? Fought Mario Vite twice. Close fight with Kessler, that first one. The one-handed Kessler. I'm not going to piss on this parade. Dave Parris, the referee, jumped in a bit early, didn't he, against Byron Mitchell. The list goes on. Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins dropped him. Nearly stopped him. Did Hopkins lose that one against Calzaghe? Many would argue no. Listen, I'm not here to beat JC up. JC's a legend. He had a great career. Top fighter as well. Really tough guy, Joe Calzaghe. Give him his credit. I've got to give him his credit. Fair play to him. I think it would have been a great fight, me and Calzaghe. Let's have a look. Carl, why do you not show Calzaghe the respect he deserves? See, that was perfect. I read that straight after giving him loads of credit. So, burger lover. I've just had a burger. Burger lover, I'll wait for your apology. The ghost of Hopkins and Roy Jones Jr., that's right. There's a name there that's not worth mentioning. All I'll say is nonce. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What we got? I offered Andre Ward the rematch. I wanted him to come to Nottingham and fight at the City Ground. He didn't want to start talking shit about Wembley. That was never going to fight Wembley, was it, that? So, libertarian socialist, you can wind your neck in now and pipe down. I've answered the question. Yeah, our burger lover's back. No apology, Carl. You just questioned his decision just before that. Right? I'm not following up, but you just questioned his decision just before that. Don't make any sense, mate. Come on, keep up. I know the Cobra's had a beer, but you need to keep up, mate. Prince Nassim Hamid in the house. Let's have a look. What we got? What we got? I'm going soon. I'm going. There's 2,763 of you, 2,899 of you. I don't want to leave you. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Froch on Fighting. You know who I am. You know what I've done. You know what I'm all about. Thank you for tuning in. I've appreciated it. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. It helps this channel keep growing. It keeps me going, keeps me motivated. These videos, these episodes and these live streams are going to keep coming. As long as you still want them. And by the show up tonight, you certainly do. I appreciate it. Carl, are you still an international superstar? Obviously. Carl, please do the David Brent dance. I don't think you see it. It's a bit dark in here. The David Brent dance is the good one, though, isn't it? It's a proper dance, but I ain't doing it. Let's have a look. Gosh, David Brent. God bless you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Absolutely. Froch is a legend. Thanks for the great fight, sir. Jay Lynn, and thank you. Just shut up. I was about to read what then. What's your thoughts on the ref's performance? The ref gave AJ every chance he could. You're still the best KO at Wembley. I was there. It certainly was. I'm watching the replay again now of AJ getting beat up. That was a good right hand from AJ, and Daniel Dubois' leg did a little stretch out. And then another right hand was coming, another right. And then he caught one, and he walked into a right hand. Looking for the uppercut and walked into a right hand. That was terrible from AJ. The more you watched that was bad. Then the towel came in. That was terrible. He backed Dubois up with his chin in the air and tried to throw an uppercut from out of range. I mean, that was a novice beating. As in, not taking anything away from Dubois, but the way AJ allowed Dubois to just throw a basic, simple, cheap right hand down the middle, because AJ was arm down, chin in the air, uppercut, bosh. That's all she wrote. As the Hernster said. Let's have a look. It's all right. The replay's back on here, and I'm back on it again. I feel like I can't go. There's 2,769 of you. What we got? How's the golf, Carl? The golf's not doing too clever. I'm playing off 16. My son's doing a lot better. He's playing well. He's nearly off single figures. He played today in a little comp, but struggled on the back nine at Ramsdale. AJ British level. Froch, a proper warrior. Shout out from Nottingham. Who's that? Niskull. Cobra, have you got a lemon tucked under your tongue to stop you grinning from ear to ear? I haven't, no. Listen, I take no pleasure from another man's demise. Listen, I've got no beef with AJ. It is what it is. Daniel Dubois might do something or say something to piss me off, and I'll have a go at him. I just tell it how it is. Get on my level. Get on my level. I've got to go in a minute. I'm doing these questions, I'm enjoying them, but I've had an early one, you see. AJ got put to sleep early, so we're able to stay on. Hergovich, stock way up. Shout out from Hucknall. AJ versus Ray Gunn from Zempi. What we got? AJ forgot to bring the chair. Shout out from Nottingham, Carl. This goal, we've had that one already. You couldn't sell out a what? It's gone. Ward couldn't sell out a phone box. No, he couldn't. That's right. Daniel proved he's the better fighter, standing him on his head and smashing him up. Can't argue with that. That's what happened. Let's have a look. What we got? Carl, do you know if Bryce Mitchell is from what? Oh, he's running off. From UFC. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Bryce Mitchell from UFC. He loves conspiracies. Listen, there's no such thing as conspiracies. I've got no more conspiracies. Every single one's end up being true. So it's not a conspiracy, is it? It's facts. What's your opinion on Peter Fury? My opinion on Peter Fury is he is a proper man's man, and I really like him. Spoke to him. I've had him on my channel. I know a couple of people who know him, friends, and I know him from back in the day. Peter Fury is a proper upstanding gentleman with proper morals, and he ain't fucking woke either. He doesn't have any of that bullshit, same as me. We don't swallow that bullshit here on FROCH-ALONG Fighting, as you know, which is why FROCH-ALONG Fighting was born. But we'll talk about that more another day. On that bullshit now my way. Sorry to swear on live TV. So that's the beauty about YouTube channel and FROCH-ALONG Fighting. Really liking. Shout out from Cornwall, Eden Cole. Cole, you're the man. Can you remember us? Holly Willoughby, Holly Willabooby. Can I remember you? How could I forget Holly? Has Father Time beat AJ? Maybe, 35 years old. AJ made his bed. I don't think there was 96,000 there. What we got? What we got? What we got? Let's go. You think Josh looked off from the get-go tonight? He hasn't looked good for the last 4 fights, AJ. Looked more like 78,000 to me. I was thinking that. There's still seats for sale. Let's have a look. AJ, just another beer bum in the shower. El Sparker. God, you'd smash them to bits. Right, anyway, I've done the comments. Thank you for all your comments. I really appreciate it. I'm Carl Froch, as you know, former unified super middleweight world boxing champion. Thank you for tuning in to FROCH-ALONG Fighting, the FROCH-ALONG. We've just witnessed dangerous Daniel Dubois serve an absolute whooping up on Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua just got the pasting of his life. He's still smiling. He took it on the chin. He didn't take it on the chin because he got El Sparko. But he was put down early. He was on shaky ground for 3 or 4 rounds. And then he got wiped out in round 5. The towel came in. The referee was waving it off. AJ was face first. Couldn't move. He got really badly beaten up. And I think that will be the last we see of Anthony Joshua. Ha, 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 ha. Joshua slept. I'm just reading the comments. That's not me. I don't laugh at another man's demise. But I can see why people do. Because, you know, you've got AJ exposed. Can AJ come back? No, AJ got battered. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is not the AJ fanboy page. And I'm all right. Listen, the AJ fanboys are entitled to their opinion, but I've been saying it for a long time. Send Rachel our love. I'll tell her later. Yeah. Superior. I'll let you lot read the rest. Let's have a look. Frotchy, you have made my day. Well, thank you. Thank you for sending these in. And don't forget, listen, there's a few comments there, a few AJ fanboys polishing the dome of AJ. You know how it works. Listen, there's no hate. There's no hate here on FROCH-ALONG Fighting. Do you know why? Because I've got too much respect for myself. There's only one person judging me, so I'm not worried about anybody's misconceptions of me, anybody thinking that I'm a hater. It's just not true. There's only one person that knows, and that's God. He knows. And there's no hate in the Cobra. The Cobra is at peace. Look at my career, look at my life, look at my family. I am truly blessed. Absolutely blessed. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. I am going, but Top Man Froch, cheers Cobra. From Robin Beach. Will there be a rematch? No, but maybe. They're all in it for the money, aren't they? Too big, too strong. Carl. No, I'm not even reading that. Let's have a look. You said it. Way to go, mate. No. So, yeah, you need to be... Let's have a look at this guy. Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this idiot. Yeah. Let's click that. Let's have a look. You are being removed. I mean, you're getting hid from the channel. You've had your little moment of fame. Now you're talking nonsense. So you've been removed. Carl Legend, thank you. Carl, create your own beer. Froch is a real warrior. Thank you. Let's have a look. Froch, come to Cornwall. I would love to. What a place. Chisora v AJ next, potentially. Carl, you legend. Thank you. Forest score tomorrow. Don't know, but I'll take the Liverpool win. Cole Froch, legend. Thank you. Listen, I'm going to have to go. Cole Froch, a true English warrior. 2,500 of you still there. Carl, you was the man. Listen, I was the man, past tense. I am the man. I am the man. There's no was. I am still the man. I know what you're saying there in the boxing ring. I was good. Be lucky, Froch. Thank you. Listen, I'm going. I'm going to click end stream any minute. This has been me, Cole Froch. I'm Froch on Fighting, the FROCH-ALONG, AJ Dubois. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the technical issues. I didn't get in on for the chief support. There was a couple of good fights on the undercard. I'm not going to mention them because this is all about Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua. The start and the rise of Daniel Dubois, massive future ahead of him, potentially. Nice kid as well. And potentially the last you'll see of Anthony Joshua, unless he gets greedy. Because he's made enough, he's done enough, and that was a painful defeat. That was shocking. He looked like he'd been tasered, and that's bad for your health. Listen, I've been Carl Froch. You've been great. I sound like I've been David Brent. Thanks for coming. I'm going to leave now. I'm going to put You're the Best on. Bit of Tina Turner as I leave the building. But anyway, listen, thank you to all of you. I appreciate it. Froch on Fighting, the best. Thank you very much, Lucian. Appreciate it. See you later, mate. I am going. It's been wicked. Thanks for tuning in. Until the next time, all the best to you. God bless. Take care. Have a good night's sleep.